we've been working hard to be ready for our first human, and obviously we want to be extremely careful and certain that it will work well before putting it in mice and a human. But we're submitted, I think, most of our paperwork to the FDA, and we think probably in about 6 months we should be able to have our first Neuralink in a human. So for the first two applications we're going to aim for in humans are restoring vision, and I think this is notable in that even if someone has never had vision ever, like they were born blind, we believe we can still restore vision. Because the visual part of the cortex is still there.
Y'all gotta stay woke out here, man. Science playing God yet again. They're talking about restoring vision using this Neuralink. Now, we know that Christ laid hands on the sick, on the blind. We know that Christ restored vision. So as you can see, the enemy is really ramping this thing up, trying to play God, trying to play the Messiah. And you know what those scriptures tell us, ladies and gentlemen? Those scriptures make it real evident about getting anything inseminated within your head or within your hand, for that matter. Revelations chapter 16. Actually, we're going to go to chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, say if he have the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of this name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. See, these scriptures are really jumping right up off the page because they're really implementing the mark of the beast. And Satan has to come as if he's performing miracles to introduce this thing, to make it acceptable worldwide. And a lot of people are going to gravitate towards this modern day miracle, not realizing that they're giving their souls in exchange for these miracles.
Even if they've never seen before, we're confident that they could see. And then the other application being in the motor cortex, where we would initially enable someone who has almost no ability to operate their muscles, sort of like a sort of Stephen Hawking type situation, and enable them to operate their phone faster than someone who has working hands. As miraculous as it may sound, we're confident that it is possible to restore full body functionality to someone who has a severed spinal cord. So, yeah.
Now, somebody asked me, am I saying that this is the mark of the beast? I'm not exactly saying that, but what I am saying is this. There are a lot of prerequisites that are being rolled out for the mark of the beast. And all of them have two things in common. Number one, they're being injected or inseminated inside your body, in the head or in the hand. And the overall goal is so that you cannot buy or sell without it. And as you can see, when it comes to this virtual reality world that they're putting together called the metaverse, there's going to be a lot of blockchains, what we call digital currency being in exchange in these various mediums. So it's a step closer to the mark of the beast. And we must understand a lot of people, and I'm gonna put this out here, a lot of people already have the mark of the beast. And what I mean by that is they bear his name, they bear his image. All of these hip hop artists, entertainers, rappers who throwing up the 666, throwing up the devil horns and, you know, covering one eye, giving reverence to Horus, they already bear the mark because they worship his image. So I don't want you to get caught up in the physical mark opposed to the mark that is already sealed on a lot of people. A lot of people are already walking around with Satan's image. Now, of course, Satan, Lucifer, is going to come with his miracles. Elon Musk just told you with this Neuralink, people who are paralyzed will be able to walk again. That takes away the miracle of healing, ladies and gentlemen. The miracle that the Most High can do. The miracle that his son was doing, that his people are actually capable of. We're capable of healing, ladies and gentlemen. They're taking that from us. And they're saying that science can play God. Science can heal the people. Science can make those who couldn't walk be able to walk again. So as you can see, Satan has to cover this from every dynamic. So he wants to show you that he can perform the miracles that Christ can perform. He's nothing but a duplicate and a copycat, not realizing God's people should have the authority to heal. So you got to stay woke out there. The Neuralink will be ready for humans in 6 months. How many people are going to fall for this counterfeit miracle? How many people are going to line up, sign up? I can tell you now, a lot of the rich are definitely going to get involved in this. A lot of those individuals who want to live immortal, a lot of those who want to link themselves with science and live forever, plugging into the matrix, a lot of those people are going to get involved. Trust me when I tell you that. But man, there's so much going on in the news as of December 1st. So much breaking free right now. And I want everybody to thumb the video up on your way in. Thumb the video up on the way in. We got quite a few sources to go to. And I know everybody is looking for the IUIC video. That video is being edited. It will be available for Patreons in the near future. I'm definitely editing that video. There's a lots of pivotal, very pivotal moments of that video, but it needs to be edited and broke down. Definitely like the video on your way in. What's going on with science, man? What is going on with science? Jasper, thank you for the $2 contribution. Says 2023 finna be real dark for the wicked. Real talk. There's no rest for the wicked. And there's some type of allure going on with these VR headsets as well. Now this Neuralink thing, it's coming. And it's going to be one of those things that it's going to be normacy at some point. Now, the VR virtual reality headset, y'all know I've been covering this. The last couple videos I spoke in regards to this, I talked about the VR set that they created that can actually kill a person in real life. If you die in a video game, you die in real life. I'm talking about they have we're talking about radioactive disc, 4 of them to be exact, that can release these capsules into the brain and pretty much turn your brain into a hot pocket if you die in the game. This is real talk. They've already created these things. Now, all of a sudden, a 10-year-old shoots their mother dead and orders a VR set on Amazon. I'm not saying it's one of the ones that can actually destroy you, but they ordered one of these VR sets, and I'm gonna cover this story as well. The ill integrity loyal, thanks for the $5 contribution, says the movie Game People sign up to be live avatars for gamers. Ludacris play a hacker to stop the system. That movie say a whole lot. Came out in 06. I gotta check that out. There's a whole lot of movies that is really predictive programming. Like Player Number One, that's another one. Player Number One is actually bringing out a whole lot of those things. But I got to check that one out with Ludacris. I'm gonna check that out. But I'm gonna share my screen with you all. There's another source that I would like to go to because there was a very unfortunate situation that took place where a 10-year-old boy fatally shoots his mother for not buying him a virtual reality headset.
Still surprised when there's a shooting around usually quiet neighborhoods.
Frisch has lived near 87th and Hemlock for more than 2 decades. His quiet neighborhood was shaken up last week after police say a 10-year-old boy killed his mother. Frisch described the family as average.
They just asked me how I'm doing and stuff like that.
According to a criminal complaint, the boy originally told police he accidentally shot his mom when he was twirling the gun. But the next day, the family called police with serious concerns. They say the boy told his aunt he was actually aiming the gun at his mother.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on right now in this world? The love of many are waxing cold. You got children rising up against their parents. Lady Davis, thank you for the 10. I appreciate it. There's an R&B song out right now talking about how I want to kill my mom and I want to kill my dad. I don't know how many of y'all heard that, but there's an actual song out there that actually has some mainstream appeal. It actually had some spins. The song actually went viral where they're actually singing about I want to kill my mom and I want to kill my dad. And this is what's going on right now. Satan is running rampant and the children are the aim. And I'm pretty sure that this youngin got a hold of one of these VR sets at one of his friends' house. He's been playing with this thing. He knows what he wanted. And whatever's going on in that headset, I'm going to tell you right now, and I said this from the beginning, do not get your child an Oculus. Because I believe that they're targeting the undeveloped brain. And you can call me a conspiracy theorist all you want. But one thing about it that the Most High blessed me with is discernment. Whatever they're putting on their head is really challenging the undeveloped brain. Through the neurons, through specific parts of the brain are being targeted, may even be some of the parts of the brain of the child may even be destroyed, straight up denigrated. They may be using radioactive frequencies. Listen, I don't trust these people who control this technology. They get a lot of the technology from fallen angels, ladies and gentlemen. This is why your world powers meet up at the pyramids every year to get technology. And this technology is demented. Yup, somebody said the brain development is all the way until you're 25. Exactly, it's dangerous. So you put something on over your optics and you playing this you're basically playing this into your brain. You become part of the game. And a lot of these children play first-person shooters. That's what they into now, these first-person shooters. Imagine a world where a child can look at their parent, and because they're not getting what they want, they can take a gun, point it towards their parent, pull the trigger, and feel absolutely nothing. No recourse, no guilt, no conviction. Why? Because that game have brainwashed them. That game have turned them into something that is not even human no more. Remember what the scriptures say, that menstruous women will give birth to monsters. Menstruous women will give birth to monsters. This is why you need fathers in the household. Yep, exactly. Slim Hussein says the Oculus, aka sensory deprivation goggles. That's exactly what it is. Sensory deprivation goggles. And for anybody who know about sensory deprivation triggers all kind of demons, to be exact. When you close off all your senses and you put it into anything that's outside of nature or what's natural, you are opening yourself. You're opening your mind like a portal for anything to hop in. These video games aren't innocent like they used to be. This ain't no damn you blow your cartridge out or you wipe your CD off, you put it in the console and you play the game. No, 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 no. These children are putting this thing over their head, over their eyes at a young age, playing first-person shooter games with all kind of symbolism in the game, all kind of demonic frequencies and undertones. Even the y'all gotta understand, even the frequency they use to record the sound effects of the game are demonic. They were showing, I was watching this one documentary some time ago where, yeah, they're being completely submerged. I was watching this one documentary some time ago with how they come up with sound effects in games, and y'all would be shocked. I'm talking about, yo, they would do things like torture animals, sacrifice animals on altars, cut the testicles off a pig just to get the sound of a monster, or cut the testicles off a goat or some type of beast of the field just to get a sound of a demon or a roar or whatever they would like to implement into the game. Like literally, ladies and gentlemen, this is what they do for the video game. And imagine they would torture animals to get sound effects. Yes, I seen this in a documentary some time ago, which the internet scrubbed it, but it's real talk. All for the entertainment of your small children. This is why you got to be careful with the tablets. Be careful with what you allow in your home. Pay attention to what your children are watching. These children are able to learn how to play with these tablets before they're able to talk sometimes. You know, I have a 3-year-old she knows how to play all the games. She struggles with her speech, but she knows how to play all the games. And you got to watch her very carefully. You got to watch her very carefully because you never know what they're putting in these games. Yo. Seriously. All right, let me see.
According to detectives, the boy said he got the gun because he was mad at his mom for waking him up at 6 in the morning and that she would not allow him to order a virtual reality headset from Amazon. Police say the boy told them he got the gun by taking his mom's keys to the gun safe. He says he took up a shooting stance and that he wanted to shoot the wall to scare her, but she walked in front of him. Family told the police the boy had, quote, rage issues all his life, and at 4 years old picked up a puppy by its tail and swung it around until it whined in pain. The criminal complaint states that 6 months ago, the 10-year-old filled a balloon with flammable liquid and set it on fire, which caused a sectional and carpet in their home to catch fire.
Let me tell you something. Satan is aiming for the impressionable souls, man. And don't think for a second that your child cannot be demonically possessed. Don't think for a second that it's not real, that these children can't have spirits in them. And, you know, and I hate to say this because the mother, she lost her life and it's an unfortunate situation, but let's be honest. Let's be real right here. Let's be 100%. Listen, as a mother, she should have seen these telltale signs in her child. As parents in general, we have to be able to identify when a child is going dark. And I'm saying this because even in my upbringing, I had some dark stuff with me, bro. And I can honestly look back and say, you know what? You know, I needed that reinforcement at the time. Luckily, all praises to the Most High. Some of the things that I grew up seeing, it didn't completely take me over. And some of us can say the same thing. You know, there were things that y'all seen growing up. Y'all was growing up watching the horror movies. And some of us as children, man, we had some dark stuff with us. But the Lord, he preserved us. But see, the time of grace is running out. The time of grace is running out. Now, parents got to be real astute when observing their children, man. This little dude was a demon, bro. What 4-year-old is grabbing puppies around the neck, swinging puppies around until the puppy groan in pain? It says this child 6 months ago. Now, this is why the Bible says, spare the rod, spoil the child. Because 6 months ago, this 10-year-old filled the balloon with flammable liquid, set it on fire, which caused the sectional and the carpet to catch on fire. Now, ladies and gentlemen, your child set basically a liquid, a bomb. Your child makes a bomb in the house. Set your furniture on fire. What you gonna do? I'm just saying. Mistress women will roll over children, and children will be their oppressors, bro. Children will be their oppressors. That child needed a swift one. Real talk.
A sibling told police the 10-year-old was meeting with a therapist who gave him a concerning diagnosis that led his mother to place cameras inside their home. The cameras were unplugged.
It was his father. Forget placing some cameras. Somebody needed to place an ass whipping. Let's just be upfront. Let's just keep it 100. Somebody needed to place a whip. Somebody needed to place a belt to his behind, straight up. Let's just place the cameras. Gonna do what? Catch the demons on camera? Boy, I tell you.
Weeks ago, a family member told police, quote, they felt bad for not stepping in earlier because they knew that eventually something bad was going to happen. This morning, we asked Mayor Kevlar Johnson about the charges the 10-year-old is facing.
Anytime there's violence that happens in Milwaukee, whether it's committed by somebody who's 10 years old or...
Let me say this as well, not to interrupt the guy. Whatever happened to children playing outside? You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened to children actually getting sunlight? Let me express this, and I can't express this enough. When you don't get sunlight, that causes depression and confusion. When children are not outdoors exploring, doing what they need to do, soaking in the sun, getting their feet in the grass, playing in the dirt, connecting with nature, these children become demonic, bro. They become depressed and they become very dark, bro. So all of these video games, PlayStation 5, Xbox 3, or whatever the new video game may be, whatever game they on, all this lockdown stuff. Listen, in China right now, they tearing the damn streets up because they can't go outside. Listen, I know that in America, y'all been brainwashed to think that y'all got to stay in the house all day and keep your children in the house. No, get out while you still can, while it's freedom to get out here and actually indulge in some nature and enjoy yourself, man. Make sure your children getting that sunlight. Yeah, real talk. Instead of playing damn video games all damn day. DSCV Mo, thanks for the $5 contribution. Says shalom, bro. This is giving Michael Meyer vibes. Exactly. Real talk. Let's continue.
Much older than that, that gives me pause. I don't want to see anybody hurt or lose their lives in the city. In this particular case, I don't have the details just yet. This is something that is just coming to my attention just this morning.
Very unfortunate situation. Oh, there's a lot going on in the world right now, man. Somebody said I used to love going outside as a child. See, that was the good old times. Yep, nature definitely heals, Jacqueline. Real talk. Now, speaking of unnatural phenomena. Oh yeah, we got the Stranger Things music playing for a reason. Oh, it's so much going on, man. It's so much going on. Forever Blessed says social media corrupting our women and children. That's a fact, Forever Blessed. Real talk. Somebody said, y'all seen Ye and Alex Jones? Yo, we gonna go there later. That's the last story we gonna be covering. That's why you see on the title it says Ye tweaking. We gonna go there. Y'all know how we do. We go ahead and we cover everything that is current events. This is a current event stream. But you know, there's another current event that really caught my attention, and I can't even believe that this is real. I had to make sure this wasn't clickbait. Yeah, somebody said there's no shock jock stuff over here. Yeah, we cover the news as it is. Man, ladies and gentlemen, they got a real live Robocop out there. It has arrived. San Francisco will allow police to deploy robots. Yes, they will allow police to deploy real live robots. Rallo, thanks for the $5 contribution. I appreciate the support. Says our so-called people is fully involved in these scenarios. Get out of these cities, folks. There's already smart cities in LA and New York. New breed, let this city be. Thank you for the $5 contribution, bro. I appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Yeah, I mean, technology is taking great lengths. They're taking great lengths. You know, my whole thing is wherever you may be located, my advice is you honor God's laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. One thing about it, some of these cities are only still thriving and succeeding because God's chosen people are still there. Um, you know, it's just like when Lot was leaving Sodom and Gomorrah. You know, the Most High God didn't destroy it until he removed Lot. So I say that to say this. If you are one who identifies a chosen one, you've been targeted in your city, I advise that you venture off. The Bible says if you persecuted in one city, flee into the next. I advise that you try to get into the outskirts of these cities because there's a lot going on in these places and a lot of them are cesspools. But, you know, my advice, if your situation is that's where you got to be at that time, at least spiritually unplug, man. Spiritually unplug. Don't be a part of these places. Just because you live somewhere doesn't mean you of that place. That's one thing we got to understand as people. Just because you live somewhere, just like if you live in the hood, right? That don't mean that you a hood person. That don't mean you are of the hood. When you walk into your home, it may be peace and solidarity there. So that's the advice I give people who surrounded around these individuals that they don't want to be around in these cities, and there's a lot of mayhem out there. Until you can get where you going, unplug spiritually, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so yeah, man, we got to talk about this, man. They sending Robocop out here. And these things can actually have the ability to shoot and to kill you. We talking about robots. And if this ain't straight off our robot, I don't know what is. We living in the last days, ladies and gentlemen. We are definitely living in those times. Hey, listen, the scriptures tell us in Daniel, the book of Daniel 12:4, but thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. So now we opening that book of Daniel, and there's so much being brought to the table as we speak. Knowledge is increasing. The Most High shepherds are being able to see these things, but also on the side of the enemy, their knowledge is increasing. They're tapping into more total recall type of technology. So the future is here. The same thing we've been seeing in these movies is coming true, man.
Now at 7, police robots with the potential for deadly force. The SFPD policy just considered by San Francisco supervisors, allowing robots to kill suspects in certain critical situations.
Allowing them to kill suspects in certain critical situations. So now we can rely. So now the police departments in San Francisco are relying on artificial intelligence over a human life. They are trusting the intelligence of an artificial being, a specimen, something that was created, generated through neurons and technology, and something that was created through a digital dashboard. They are trusting that intelligence over a human life. So imagine a brother picks up his cell phone that may resemble a gun. We talking about that person is done. Yeah, this is like Minority Report. And they rolling this out. This is on mainstream news. Ladies and gentlemen, the future is here. Yo, somebody said, Zachariah Godshout says, I had a dream about this a year ago. See, this is why we got to take the dream serious from our youth, man. This is why right here, man. That's crazy you said that, bro, because the scriptures say in Joel 2:28, and it should come to pass afterwards that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. So right now, I am taking real heed, and I'm acknowledging that there's a lot of brothers and sisters that have been dreaming dreams, having visions of these things taking place. So we got to hold those things near and dear, man. Yeah, they bringing us straight up Terminator out here. Crazy stuff, bro.
There's been a lot of talk about Robocop, or, which I think that's, a whole lot of minds going to a whole lot of different places.
This is KTVU Fox 2 News at 7 on KTVU Plus. And that controversial plan just passed about an hour ago in an 8-3 vote. Welcome, everyone, to the 7 here on KTVU Plus. I'm Alex Savage.
And I'm Greg Lee. Those police robots will be allowed to use potentially deadly force. The plan's drawn criticism from civil liberties advocates. KTVU crime reporter Henry Lee reports.
San Francisco police asking for approval by the Board of Supervisors to use robots like this one as a potential deadly force option. That means military-grade machines operated by trained officers could potentially kill suspects during critical incidents.
This is crazy, ladies and gentlemen, because in places such as San Francisco, the gun laws are horrendous. But you're going to enable robots to terminate people out here in these streets. Yeah, I would get the hell out of San Francisco. This place is crazy. You really can't make this up. Yeah, you got Johnny 5 out here. Johnny 5 out here. Shooting to kill. Yeah, they starting to weed the police officers out. You can look for mass police defunding all over the United States. Y'all need to get wilderness ready out here, bro. We need to get wilderness ready. The world have flipped the script and they done lost their rabbit ass minds out here. And for those who don't know who Johnny 5 is, you probably just not old enough. But that damn robot looked just like Johnny 5, except it got something under the tuck. It looked like Johnny 5, but that thing got something ready for you. It got some heat ready for you. Yeah, man. Yeah, all us 90s babies, 80s babies, we know about Johnny 5. But this is crazy. Yeah, if you ever seen the movie Short Circuit, y'all know what I'm talking about, man. We giving up our age today. It's real talk. Imagine they was getting us prepared for this. Yeah, he packing some serious heat. Johnny 5 with some serious heat right here. This is crazy, bro. It looks like it's gonna be a robot insurrection, man, because the cops ain't out here copping no more. Y'all gotta understand when mayhem break free in Babylon, because that's what's coming. It ain't gonna get no better. Let me just put this out here. I'm not saying this to fear monger. I'm just telling you this because I'm a realist and I want y'all to be prepared. Let me put this out here. It ain't getting no better in Babylon. This is the land for every foul spirit This is the land for every demonic and perverse spirit in the world. Babylon is falling. This place is going to get chaotic. We talking about post-apocalyptic, straight up wickedness, no man's land, and it's going to be every man for them damn selves out here. And if you don't believe that's what it's going to be, you ain't prepared. As a man, that's what you need to think. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best. Stay prayed up, stay spiritually armed. But listen, at the rate things are going, this is off the Richter scale. Rollo on the 7 Talk says 2023 it begins. Look at Chinatown, San Francisco, from LA, New York, Houston, etc. Yeah, this is going from one extreme to the next. Real talk. This is going from one extreme to the damn next, bro. They got robots out here smoking Negroes out in San Francisco.
You know, there's been a lot of talk about Robocop, or, you know, which I think that's, you know, a whole lot of minds going to a whole lot of different places, but this is not that.
San Francisco Supervisor Rafael Mandelman supports using robots for specific life-threatening cases.
In fact, I think it would be irresponsible not to make some kind of plan to use that technology in that horrific eventuality.
Is really just opening a window that eventually somebody's going to want to crawl through.
Matthew Goriglia, a policy analyst with the Electronic Frontier Foundation, says it doesn't make sense to give robots the ability to kill.
What happened if somebody hacked one of these damn robots? You know, all these coders we got out here right now, I don't know why this just jumped in my mind, but you know, people know how to hack these things. Like, imagine somebody tap in to the police department's computers and they learn how to like turn these robots out. You just never know what can happen, man. You giving them the ability to take human life. Since when have artificial intelligence have higher regard than human life, bro? This is crazy.
We are going to lessen the burden of using deadly force from having to pull a gun and pull the trigger to a button on a remote control.
SFPD already has 17 robots, and none of them have live ammunition. But the department is considering using a robot with explosives attached as a...
What? Yo. So let me get this right. Y'all creating robotic terrorists. Are y'all not creating robotic? Y'all gonna have these robots rolling around with explosives attached to them, bro? Yo, this world is done, y'all. It's over, people. Like, seriously, people, it's over. Put a damn fork in it. You telling me these robots gonna be rolling around the streets of San Francisco strapped like the damn Taliban, bro? And see, listen, y'all here to laugh, but I'm laughing the pain off, bro. This is it. This is it, bro. Y'all know the Michael Jackson final album. This is it. They got suicide grunts running around, bro. Straight Terminators. Yo, Black Mirror foreshadowed this as well. That's crazy. So they're going to be rolling around with explosives. Who are they going to be targeting? And what? Oh, man, so many questions I can ask. In what instance would these robots be able to use explosives? I can't even wrap my mind around. And what circumstances would allow these robots to use explosives? Unless they were going into somewhere and just doing a terroristic act. Now, y'all hear what I just said? Why would they need explosives? What are they setting this up for? What is about to happen in LA? What is about to happen in San Francisco? What is about to happen? Crazy stuff.
A way to get into a building with violent armed suspects barricaded inside.
So if it's a violent armed suspect inside, you gonna roll in and blow everybody up? How are they gonna use these explosives? Let's read this up. It says while an explosive charge may be considered an intermediate force option, it could potentially cause injury or be lethal. Robots equipped in this manner will only be used in extreme circumstances to save or prevent further loss of innocent life. I don't know how that is even possible. We roll the robot in, let's say, to a hostage situation. See, I know some thinking people in here. You roll that robot into a hostage situation, and you got an armed assailant. He's waving around a gun. He like, yo, I want my demands met. He got all these people laying on the ground. How are you telling me you gonna send a robot in there with an explosive to stop the loss of more innocent life? How? How is that even possible? What you gonna do? Blow everybody up so the assailant can't come out here and do no more damage? I mean, how does this thing work? Yeah, at Peak, they blowing every damn thing up. Listen, the regard for human life, the depopulation agenda is real in this country. It is very real in this country.
Statement. SFPD said in part, while an explosive charge may be considered an intermediate force option, it could potentially cause injury or be lethal. Robots equipped in this manner would only be used in extreme circumstances to save or prevent further loss of innocent lives. The discussion in San Francisco comes just a month after the Oakland Police Commission decided against the policy that would have allowed OPD to use robots with shotguns. In Dallas, a robot armed with explosives was used by police to kill a man suspected of shooting and killing 5 police officers in 2016. Supervisor Hillary Ronan spoke.
Wow, so they had a robot pull up on somebody that killed 5 officers. So I guess they saying, listen, we couldn't deal with it. We had no smoke for that person, so we sent the robot in. Somebody, all 5 cops, they listen, they didn't have the tactical skills. They didn't want no smoke with that individual, bro. So after this dude, all 5 cops, they went and sent Robocop in this thing, bro. Yeah, this is like the movie Hurt Locker, bro. It's real talk. It's crazy. Yo, man, you just can't make this stuff up. Yeah, go robot shotgun. This is crazy, bro. They ain't want no gas with that dude, man. They had to send in reinforcements.
Out against authorizing lethal force for robots, saying she thinks this is an incredibly dangerous route to go.
Hell
In San
yeah, it's
Francisco,
dangerous.
Henry Lee, KTVU, Fox 3 News.
And Supervisor Ronan weighed in once again just after tonight's vote, writing on Twitter, quote, even worse than I thought. Only 3 of us, myself, Shaman Walton, and Dean Preston, voted against arming robots with weapons to kill.
And then she put a damn shame. That lady said a damn shame. Hillary Ronan said, man, Hillary Ronan said, she got her check mark too. She said, look, nah, this is crazy. This is a damn shame. Y'all actually ain't arming robots to kill. Nah, that's the damn shame. The news ain't want to read that part. Something is wrong. She knows something wrong. Man, it's the world we live in, bro. Somebody said, I feel like people who serve y'all for some reason will be viewed as, ooh, man, what? That's what it looked like the times are coming into. You know, when you look at some of the laws that's being passed, you know how it is. Somebody said, Bree, I bet you the one who voted with her men. I don't understand what you're saying, bro. You got to clarify what you're talking about. Somebody says, welcome to Chicago. Oh yeah, man, that's coming to Chicago. That got to be coming to Chicago real soon. Somebody said, we need to arm ourselves with water guns. Yeah, yeah, man. But they ain't got nothing on the power of the Most High, man. We covering these things because this is what the world is doing right now. Rollo says pass the law for the robots. I ain't voting on none of that, so I don't know what. I pass. I hope it backfires. That's what I hope. I hope somebody actually hacks the San Francisco PD computers and it backfires. And whoever voted for that, or whoever allowed that, it comes back around full circle. You know what I'm saying? That's what I hope. I hope somebody hack it. Because if you have that little regard for human life, then it just kind of is what it is. But man, I want to talk about Ye, man. Y'all know it's about to get good, right? It's already been, very, very revealing to what's going on in current events. But everybody need to pound that like button because Ye is in the news again. He just walked off of some interview with some guy, which I actually see why he walked off the interview. He got tired of playing mental gymnastics with the host. I don't remember the name of that interview. If y'all know the name of that interview where he walked off, he just kind of stormed off, put the name of the guy on there. And put that out there. But he's also in the news, man. Is Ye out here tweaking? Tim Pool, yeah, he walked off Tim Pool. Like Tim Pool was mad annoying, mad irritating. I don't blame him for walking off. Nobody wants to keep on playing these little cowardice games with people on their shows. I don't blame him for walking off Tim Pool's show. Now, man, I'm gonna share my screen with y'all, but Ye went on Alex Jones, and let's just say he has some bizarre behavior. Let's just put it that way. So I said, Ye been tweaking. Oh man, here's the thing. It's the good thing about not being a stan. I can actually criticize people. When somebody is saying something right, I can stand on it. When somebody's saying something wrong, I can call them out for it because I'm not a stan. With Ye, this is a complicated situation because he was on Alex Jones and he made Alex Jones uncomfortable. He made Alex Jones uncomfortable. It's difficult to make Alex Jones uncomfortable. Shout out to Alex Jones, Shout out to Alex Jones. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still standing with Ye. But I'm gonna say shout out to Alex Jones because Alex Jones been through a lot over the years, man. He brought out a whole lot of truth. A lot of people don't like to give Alex Jones his flowers. This man has been deplatformed all over the place. You can look at Alex Jones and tell he's been through a lot and speak his mind. And he been doing his thing, bro. So I'm gonna give another one. Shout out to Alex Jones, man. Give him his flowers, bro. Yeah, shout out to Alex Jones, man. He sat up there in front of them people and had to get sued. He got obliterated in court because of his take on the Sandy Hook thing. He had to go back and apologize and all that. And I respect Alex Jones at the end of the day. But this show, oh man, this show with him and Ye. Let me share the screen with y'all, man. This was kind of tweaked out. I ain't gonna lie. Ye was a little bit tweaked out on this one, bro. But all in all, like some of the things he said was very controversial. The internet is on fire. They talking about it right now. They talking about his statements about Hitler. It's a very sensitive topic. I seen Michael Rappaport blowing a damn lid. He almost blew a head gasket. He couldn't wait for something like that to air. Just funny stuff, man. And listen, this is entertainment. This is just content. This is just me reacting to the news. Doesn't mean I agree with everything Ye is saying, and doesn't mean I agree with everything, all the sentiments on this here show. For those who didn't see the show InfoWars, let me just play a brief clip. And you can already see, Ye masked up. He got this bizarre ass mask on. He got this big ass pea coat on with all these damn emblems on. Yo, let's just be real. Ye was acting weird on this show. I'm just gonna call it like I see it. No, I'm just talking about his behavior, man. Andrew Harris says Ye was not tweaking, man. Anybody that pop up with this big ass pea coat on, with a mask on, with all these emblems on their jacket, they jive like tweaking, man. I mean, I'm saying though, like the normal person don't do that, bro. It is bizarre, bro. Like that's not like if somebody was to enter your podcast like that, you would automatically be like, yo, what is Slim on, man? He's kind of tweaking. Not saying that I'm not rocking with Ye. Ye got it. He got a mind. He think how he think. It is what it is. It's his style. But let's just say, man, the average human being gonna look at this and say, yo, he might be tweaking. That's all I'm saying. All right, but let's go, man. Let's just go to what's so controversial about this interview, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about it.
That's right. You're not Hitler. You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that a demonized. Well, I see good things about Hitler also.
Oh, really?
Now let's not just jump. Let's just not jump to conclusions here, and let's not rush to judgment. Let's not rush to judgment here, right? Now here, I'm gonna put this out here. Let's say this. Hitler is a very controversial yet polarizing figure in society. I don't know enough about Adolf Hitler to speak about him in an educated fashion. What Ye is saying, based on some of the other information that Ye has brought out, as an intelligent person who likes to study to show myself approved, I have decided to study Adolf Hitler. I have decided to study Adolf Hitler. Now, the reason being is because what I've learned in society, right, is that when it comes to history or his story, we've been lied to a lot. Not saying that the history they told in regards to Hitler is a lie. I'm not saying that. But I feel like, just like the book of Daniel says, that there'll be an increase on information and knowledge and that the prophets will learn more. I think it would be in our best interest as a nation to reevaluate history all together before they Fahrenheit 451 us and stop us from reading and just start banning all literature and burning books down like this Fahrenheit 451 and we Michael B. Jordan out here. I just believe that we should read up. And I don't want to rush to judgment. I mean, I don't know enough about Hitler. I don't know enough about the history of what happened with the Holocaust. I don't know enough. So what I need to do is read from all angles. I want to read more about the Holocaust, and I want to read more about Adolf Hitler. I want to read more about Nazi Germany. I want to read more about the whole thing. Because one thing I don't like is when people play with our intelligence. I've seen a lot of people playing this video from Alex Jones on InfoWars. And in the background of their podcast, they had a video clip. Now, this video clip was from a movie. It was called American History X. How many of y'all have seen the movie American History X? There's one scene in the movie where there's a black man biting the curb. Literally is biting the curb while a neo-Nazi, a straight fascist, basically stomps down on the brother, basically kicks his head into the damn curb. And yeah, we see. I don't know if y'all seen that, but that scene of that movie was designed to put fear and trauma in every black person. Every melanated person was supposed to see that. And when they seen anybody even loosely associated with what we deem as Nazism, we are supposed to automatically, in our minds, we are supposed to play back that scene, the curb stomp. And I seen all of these people, when this story aired, they kept playing the curb stomp. And I said, what are they trying to tell us? What are they trying to tell us here? Listen, I know people who've been locked up with Nazis. I know individuals, I got cousins in them, I got family members in them that have been locked up with Nazis and been roommates with them, and they didn't got along with them. I'm talking about people with damn swastika tattoos on their head, bro. So I'm like, I'd just rather study to find out what their whole theology is and what have you before I go rush into judgment based on something I seen in a movie. So that's just my sentiments, though, right? I'm just putting that out there. That's how I think about it. Let's go.
I love everyone. The Jewish people are not going to tell me.
Boom. They're showing it right now. See what I'm talking about? You see this, ladies and gentlemen? Why everybody using this thing? I didn't even know they used it on this part right here. Boom. They're using it. It's like they're trying to implement something in our minds to make us get really offended at what Ye is saying. But I'd rather go study. I'd rather read. I'd rather study. Was the Nazis, were they directed towards black men? Were we there? Are we supposed to get offended? Or is this them people's business? I don't know. But I find it odd that social media is pushing this one scene. Right? That's all I'm saying. I find it odd.
Love. And
We
you
won't,
can love what we're
we
doing.
won't show that.
You know, what we're pushing that invented, this guy that.
Hold on.
But
I don't think they showed it. So
we're pushing with the pornography. But this guy that invented highways, invented the very microphone I use as a musician. You can't say out loud that this person ever did anything good. And I'm done with that. I'm done with the classifications. Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially Hitler. How about that one? Ari Emanuel, how you like that one? Hey, Ron, you gonna do anything to fix Chicago? Most Nazi like.
wow, you gonna do anything to fix Chicago? Whoa, man, yay. Hey, man. We talked about how certain entities run forth pornography that's been brainwashing and leaving our people separated. I mean, Ye is throwing a lot of things out there. I mean, he made Alex Jones move in his seat a few times.
The activities I've seen, and the Nazis might be worse thugs and shit. Done a lot of really bad things. They did good things too. We're gonna stop dissing the Nazis all the time. Okay. He said he loved Hitler. They gave him an award. I'm saying I don't like Nazis. I don't like what some of the mafias are doing either.
Wow. Yo, that man said I like Hitler. Wow. Right. There you have it. I gotta study more on Hitler. I seen somebody in chat say something that was interesting. Said that Hitler said that blacks were the real people of the book. I don't know if Hitler said that or not. That's why I'm gonna read up on him. I'm gonna really study Hitler because I'm an intelligent person. I'm not just gonna jump to conclusions. But when I say is Ye tweaking, he has some bizarre behavior. All right, so at one part, I don't know if y'all seen this part, but at one part of this show, he was making a message to Netanyahu. He takes a net out of his pocket, a net, and he has a Yoo-hoo chocolate milk. and he starts talking. He's yo, he takes a net and he takes a Yoo-hoo chocolate milk, and he's literally talking like, yeah, I'm Netanyahu. Like he was kind of geeked out on that part. I don't know if y'all seen that part of the interview, but it was crazy, bro. It was crazy. Like if you ever seen this full interview, yo, man, this is something else. Yeah, he out here dressed like Slender Man. He got the mask on. He out here really tweaking, bro. But I don't know if he tweaking in a good way or a bad way. How many of y'all think Kanye West really has a good chance to win in presidency? By show of ones in the chat. Let's keep this interactive. By show of ones in the chat. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Hitler, all them people, I think they all related. I think Hitler, all the Idumeans, all the Vikings, I think they all Khazarians, bro. I won't trust Hitler. Whatever I read up on him, it's just gonna be whatever information I get. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not trusting none of them folks, honestly. I'm going in reading about Hitler from a very non-biased standpoint. I think they all work together. I think they all came together under crafty counsel to keep the children of Israel down in one shape or another, in one form or fashion. Look, a lot of people like, hell no. A lot of people like, hell no, he ain't got no chance of winning. Let me get one more tally. By show of ones, how many of y'all think Ye have a real chance of winning presidency 2024? By show of one. Come on, y'all, give me one more. Let me get one more rundown. Let me see. Damn, y'all like -1, 2. People just say no. Imagine that. I mean, y'all thought Donald Trump was going to be president. We talking about the dude that said grab her by the coochie. How many of y'all thought Weekend at Bernie's Joe Biden was going to be the president? I mean, these some interesting times, bro. Interesting times, bro. You know what them scriptures tell us, man? It says in the scriptures, man, Hebrews 1 and 2, having these last days spoken unto us by his Son, whom he have appointed heirs of all things, by whom he have made the world. We got to put our trust in Christ, bro. We know that these times are very perplexing, but everything that's in this world is going to be brung to a screeching halt when the Most High sent his Son back and the King returns, man. Matthew 24:29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days, shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give off her light, and the stars shall fall from the heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. We all gonna see this thing come down. We all gonna see this thing and really hit a breach. And it's gonna come to a point where every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess. We all gonna see this thing come down. So it's in our best interest to look at what's going on, be watchers, know what's going on in the world, protect yourself, protect your family, prepare for the worst, pray for the best. There's just a lot going on, but you got people like myself and others that want to put the information out there so you all can, decipher and disseminate the information. For the record, I'm not involved in any, when it comes to the I ain't involved in none of that. I don't care about none of that. I think that we should all have the freedom to study whatever we want to study. That's my sentiment on it. When it comes to what Ye saying, I say take everything that every man stays with a grain of salt. Actually study for yourself. Study to show yourself the truth. I'm not out here choosing sides. I'm definitely ain't choosing no sides and no damn Nazi. And I'm not choosing sides of the media either. I'm not choosing sides of anybody, but what I say is study. Just study, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get in your emotions every time somebody says something. Actually dig, do your own research, and pray for discernment in these times. You're going to need it. As the scriptures say, if they could fool the very elect, they would. When it comes to these celebrities, really don't be putting them on no pedestal. Really don't put them on no pedestal. You see what happened with Ye, with Kyrie Irving, with the Israelites putting him on a pedestal, marching through the streets and all of those things. It's really not a good look, if you ask me. Um, but I'll share my opinions for Patreon and those who want deeper understanding. I realize that all information is not for everybody. I could really share my sentiments on the IUIC situation and what I think on here on this platform, but it's not for everybody. I don't want to be a stumbling block for those babies out here who are just getting baby milk in this truth. I don't want to be a stumbling block. But I do want y'all to learn how to separate the industrialized awakening from the spiritual awakening. That's my main thing. Don't get caught up in all of these camp congregations and so forth. More so focus on yourself. Let me read some of these comments here. S. Lee says, 1991 Star Trek episode Data talks about the Irish unification of 2024. And somebody says Elon just banned Kanye from Twitter again. See, Ye might be a threat, bro. Because right while they rolling out this Neuralink thing, he gets banned. Wow. Yep, somebody, Terrence Green says, nah, I'm on this ribeye steak with this work. Well, honey. Yep, Chantel, that is pivotal. Remove the understanding they gave you and go read and develop your own. That's all I'm saying. That's all I've been trying to tell people. Forget what these leaders and people are telling you. Go read. Like, yo, all you men, and men in particular, you are kings in your own right. You don't need to follow anyone. You don't need to follow any man. You are a king, brothers. Christ is over you. Christ can give you knowledge. Matter of fact, the Bible says, if any man lack of wisdom, the Most High give liberally. Liberally, meaning you get wisdom, you get knowledge, you get wisdom, you get knowledge. The Most High wants to give you wisdom liberally, but you gotta stop idolizing people. When every man in the nation of Israel comes to understanding, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take over the entire world once we gain this understanding. Yep, real talk. Yeah, Terrence Green says, bro, I just got chills. Real talk, brother. That's the part that we missed. And when we really, as men, become leaders of our own tribe, and we dig into that scripture, and we get that personal revelation, bro. It's a personal revelation that every man gets. When we get, let me tell you something. We get patent with a Most High God. We preaching today. The Spirit is moving. The Most High God actually gives us our own seal. He gives us the individual mark on us that sets us aside as men. Each man. You don't have to follow behind no other man. It's something that he gives each and every man that makes us a leader. We all have the leader gene in us. Every man has the gene, has the genetic pool of a leader in him. You are born to be that way. But you gotta stop following other people. It's something about when you tap into that book yourself and you praying and you reading and you cry out to the Most High and repent on your own. When you come to that Damascus road on your own, when you on your knees praying to your God alone, and he starts talking to you, and them scriptures starts jumping out the page, and you open that book. Listen, you become a leader. You can lead the women in your life. You can lead your children. You can lead your respective people. But you got to tap in, man. You got to learn to surrender to the Most High, not to these deacons, officers, and camps and all of that. But that's a whole nother topic for another day, man. We got to tap in as men, bro. Yep. God's soldier says we need to educate ourselves or letting others put lies in our heads. Real talk. Real talk, man. Yep. Julie Talk says when you cleave unto the Most High, it's revolutionary. Real talk. What happens in that secret moment in your home, it changes everything. Changes everything. A lot of people never had that direct connection. They don't know what I'm talking about. I'm speaking a different language to them. Yeah, man. Daphne says, I heard that one woman found her child in a trance looking at something innocent. What? Oh, man, that's crazy. Yep. Yeah, the Book of James is a good one. Book of Titus, another good one. Yeah, man, this is crazy times, man. But hopefully y'all gain some understanding, some knowledge, wisdom. I oblige everyone to please turn your post notification bell on so you can get videos as they're being uploaded, because you just never know where my content is going to go. And you want to make sure you get to catch these videos live. And a lot of y'all end up in the show while the video is ending, or y'all get notifications real late. So you got to turn that notification on. And YouTube, on my channel, you got to go through leaps and bounds, make sure all notifications on, so you can get these videos, man. So y'all have to wait all the way to the last minute to get the actual show. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. I love each and every one of y'all. Much gratitude for everybody who showed up. All my day ones, all the people who stick around, all the people who support and send super chats, all the people who support me on Patreon, everybody who got love notes on newbreed.love. Listen, let me tell you something. My appreciation for y'all is immense. There wouldn't be no New Breed Global Truth if it wasn't for y'all. It would not be this channel rising, growing every day. There's new subscribers. There's new people coming every single day. And it would not be that way if it wasn't for y'all, the people who really want real information, the people who ain't looking for shock jocks, the people who looking for real news, the people who are really into true investigative journalist work. That everybody pat yourselves with the back. Everybody, hey, listen, big up yourselves, love yourselves, take care of yourselves. I wish nothing but the best for those who are really down with me. And for the rest of you individuals who just show up, don't know how to like down the like button, don't know how to share, don't know how to support, it is what it is with y'all. But shout out to everybody else who's been holding it down, man. Wouldn't be no New Breed Global Truth if it wasn't for the real ones. Salute to all y'all. Love y'all. Shalom and peace.